The Grand Chamber of the Galactic Council fell silent as the human representative, Dr. James Chen, stepped onto the speaking platform. The gathered delegates, representing over 300 spacefaring civilizations, watched with a mixture of curiosity and condescension. After all, humans had only achieved faster than light travel 50 years ago. "Esteemed colleagues," Dr. Chen began, his voice calm despite the tension in the room, "I understand your concerns about humanity's recent dark matter experiments. However, I assure you that assurances are insufficient." The Proximan ambassador's crystalline form pulsed with angry red light. "Your species has been detected manipulating dark matter on a scale that could destabilize entire regions of space." Chen smiled slightly. Perhaps a demonstration would be more convincing than words. He lifted a small device from his pocket, seemingly nothing more than a simple black cube. "If you'll direct your attention to the observation dome." The chamber's ceiling transformed into a transparent viewport, revealing the star-studded expanse of space above the Council's orbital station. At first, nothing seemed unusual. Then, the stars began to shift. It started subtly pinpoints of light, bending as if viewed through rippling water. Then the ripples grew stronger, and something massive began to take shape. The delegates gasped as a colossal warship materialized directly above the station, its hull seeming to drink in the very light around it. "The TC-S Prometheus," Chen announced casually. "Humanity's first dark matter-powered capital ship." But the Prometheus wasn't alone. All across the visible skyscape, more ships were appearing, each one larger than the last. Their hulls were impossibly black, making them look like three-dimensional holes in space itself. Some were easily the size of small moons. "Impossible," the Arcturian science director whispered, her tentacles writhing in agitation. "Our sensors detect nothing. No energy signatures, no mass displacement, no." "That's rather the point," Chen interrupted gently. "Dark matter comprises approximately 85% of the matter in our universe, yet remains virtually undetectable by conventional means. Humanity simply learned to work with it rather than around it." The Zenthar military attaché stood abruptly, his cybernetic eyes whirring as they attempted to analyze the ships. "These are weapons of war. You bring instruments of destruction to a peaceful council?" Chen's expression hardened slightly. "No, we bring a warning and an opportunity. You see, we've detected something approaching the galaxy. Something that exists almost entirely in dark matter states. Something ancient and hungry." He gestured, and a holographic projection appeared in the center of the chamber. It showed a massive shadowy form moving through the intergalactic void, its true size beyond comprehension. "It will arrive in approximately 30 years, Chen continued. "And when it does, conventional weapons will be useless against it. That's why we accelerated our dark matter research. That's why we built these ships. Not to wage war, but to ensure there's still a galaxy left to protect." The chamber erupted in overlapping voices and electromagnetic communications. Chen waited patiently until the High Counselor called for order. "You expect us to believe," the High Counselor's mechanical translator conveyed, "that humanity developed this technology solely for defensive purposes?" "Believe what you wish," Chen replied. "But consider this, we've had this capability for over a decade. Our ships have been watching this very station and every other major military installation in Council space, completely undetected. If conquest was our goal, why reveal ourselves at all?" The silence that followed was deafening. "We're offering to share our dark matter technology," Chen continued. "Not all of it, frankly. Most species aren't ready for full integration with dark matter states, but enough to help prepare for what's coming. Enough to give us all a fighting chance." Above the station, one of the human ships demonstrated its capabilities. It shifted partially into a dark matter state, passing straight through another ship, without either vessel showing any sign of disturbance. Several delegates made noises of alarm. "The choice is yours," Chen concluded. "Continue to view humanity as upstart newcomers if you wish. Ban our research. Sanction our worlds. But know that when that thing arrives," he pointed to the hologram of the approaching entity, "we will be the only line of defense standing between it and the end of everything we know." He stepped down from the platform, leaving the council to debate. As he walked toward the exit, the Proximan ambassador hurried to catch up. "Your ships," the ambassador's crystals chimed anxiously. "How many are there?" Chen paused at the doorway. "How many can you see in the viewport?" 37. "Multiply that by 1,000, Chen replied. "Then realize that those are just the ones we're allowing to be visible." He smiled politely. "Good day, Ambassador. I trust the Council will make the right decision." As the human representative departed, the gathered delegates looked up at the fleet of dark matter ships that defied their most advanced detection systems. Ships that could be anywhere, ships that represented humanity's silent guardianship of a galaxy that had, until now, thought itself the pinnacle of civilization. The Council's decision was unanimous. Sometimes, the student becomes the teacher, especially when the student's survival depends on it.